This is WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
Decision day for a few Kentucky Wildcats regarding their NBA draft status. The University of Kentucky announced that junior forward Marcus Lee has withdrawn from the draft but will not be returning to Kentucky. Instead, Lee has decided to transfer and will be granted full release from the program. Lee set career highs last season in scoring and rebounding. While Lee is leaving Kentucky, Isaiah Briscoe took to Twitter to announce that he is returning to the program, saying, "BBN, I'm back." Briscoe played in 34 games last season, ranking 4th on the team in scoring at 9.5 points per game and 3rd in rebounding at just more than 3 rebounds per game. He is also ranked 3rd in the SEC with a 1.6 assist to turnover ratio. Over the years, many mountain schools have fallen victim to consolidation and thus seem to be forgotten as time passes. But deep in the hills of Harlan County, there is a room that not only keeps alive the memory of one school, but takes those who visit it on a journey back in time. What if I told you that you could go back to high school more than 30 years after it closed?
Close your eyes and walk down your hallways. What do you see? Do you see trophy cases or class pictures on the walls? Can you remember the blackboard that was in your homeroom?
For those who graduated from Lynch High School, that's as easy as a walk through the Bulldog Room.
When they come through that door and they see that football field and they see that big Bulldog logo on the 50-yard line, and their head spins, and that's what they say is, "Wow." And my response is, that's what I want to hear, because that means we've done a good job.
A room dedicated to preserving the history of Lynch High School and all who once walked its halls.
We were somebody, and that pride was part of who we were too. But for those of us who grew up here, and I can name their names right now, but they've got as much pride as I do.
Pictures, jerseys, trophies. Each piece of history helps paint the picture of a culture that was, and in many ways still is, deeply rooted in Appalachian pride.
This is who I was. That's my picture. I won that trophy.
Celebrating those who have gone and those who still remain.
I've lived it my whole life. So I can relate to just about any era of any of those pictures.
Eras lost in time to consolidation.
Anything associated with your school, what do you remember about it? Pick out anything that you can remember, and it's probably in my room.
Now treasures preserved in a room built to stand the test of time. Mike Obradovich, the man you heard from in that piece, told me those who maintain the Bulldog Room are not interested in raising any kind of money. Instead, they simply want to preserve a time in their life that they so fondly remember. Back with more news after this.